speaker today has specially flown in from Canada to be with us here today, Mr. Harley Finkelstein. Harley is the Chief Platform Officer at Shopify and serves as a mentor and advisor to a number of entrepreneurial organizations. He is here to simplify e-commerce and tell you how to set up your online store easily and hassle-free. Please welcome Harley.
Thank you, and good afternoon. I'm just going to take a quick picture for Twitter before I start of all of you. I always do this. Yeah, awesome. That's good. Awesome. I'm H Fizzle, by the way, on Twitter. If anyone wants to follow me or talk to me or yell at me for not doing a good presentation, feel free to do that. So I want to talk to you about e-commerce simplified, and I'm not going to spend very much time on Shopify. I want to spend more time giving you guys some best practices on how to build an incredible online store. And so before I do that, I want to give you just a quick example of the type of stores I've seen on Shopify over the course of the last 5 years.
Meet Dominic and Crystal. They like to make cool stuff and decided to start a business together. But they needed a way to sell their products. So they decided to set up an online store. And they did it using Shopify. Shopify is a complete e-commerce solution that provides everything you need to sell online. It's so easy and affordable that anyone can do it. Start by picking a store template. Or create your own. Add your products, upload your photos, and let Shopify take care of the rest. Within minutes, you're set up to run your business from anywhere and accept orders from all over the world. Go ahead, build your business. Shopify.
My name is Trixie Kong. I'm the designer for By Invite Only, a jewelry label based in Singapore. I think what makes my products unique is that we reflect a very clean and contemporary look, but at the same time, it's fun with a touch of youth. I first learned about Shopify from a friend, and I immediately went home to Google about it and started the 1-month free trial. It's very convenient because of the mobile app that it comes with. Also together with many applications that I'm able to plug into my shop that has helped me in terms of managing my orders and also helping me go through the whole customer service process. It's very easy. Shopify has helped grow my business tremendously. It has allowed me to have full control of my business as well as know who my customers really are. And with that information, I was able to create better products and also personalize my customer service.
Hi, my name is Nicholas and I'm the Strategic Director for Flashim and Femex.
I'm Vincent. I'm the founder and managing director of Flashim and Femex. Our products are all designed by us in-house, and while keeping up with the international trend, we also inject some local flavors into it.
Well, our products are quite versatile, so on top of just catering to the local market, we are also appealing globally, attracting a very interesting mix of international crowd.
We learned about Shopify after doing much research online, and there were a lot of e-commerce platforms out there. And eventually we settled with Shopify as they were able to meet a lot of our expectations.
There's actually no need to customize your site anymore. With the wide range of applications that is available, you can actually plug and play the different applications that you require.
And the best part of it, it's the store allows us to reach out to the rest of the world.
I love it when the Shopify app starts ringing in the middle of the night because that means that someone, somewhere in the world, has just purchased something from us.
So what you've seen here are 3 examples of entrepreneurs and small businesses that have created a shop on Shopify in the last 6 or 8 months. And so I want to give you a bit of a sense of what these best practices are, or maybe some of their secrets of their success. But before I do that, because this session is all about simplifying e-commerce, simplifying online retail, I actually want to show you exactly how to build a store on Shopify. One of our primary value propositions is that you should be able to build a store within about 15 minutes. And so we're going to do that actually here today. I'd like to call up Brendan Lowe, who's head of BD for Shopify.
Cool. Hi there, guys. My name is Brendan. I'm head of business development for Shopify. And I first want to say, thank you very much for coming out. This is very exciting to Harley and I to come to this side of the world and see the kind of reception we're seeing today. So first off, thank you very much. Apologize if you can't understand my accent or Harley's accent. I just want to throw that out there. But I want to take about 10 minutes. And Harley said we typically promote Shopify as being a solution for which you can set up an online store and get running in about 15. And I'm going to take about 10 to start a store with you here today. So we didn't want to go on to rely too much on the internet connection. So what we're going to do is follow along kind of with a video, and I'm just going to go over how we promote small businesses and entrepreneurs to start setting up their online store for the first time.
Brendan, before you do that, just so you guys know, we're going to sort of show you how to build a store, but we're actually going to provide you with this video as well. So later on at home or at your office or wherever you guys like to work, you'll have this video and so you can follow along. And it's literally going to provide you with a step-by-step instructions on how to build a store. And by the time you're done with these steps, you'll have a fully operational online business. So you can follow along and you can take notes, but just so you know, the entire video will be available for you as well.
Yeah, that's a good point. So we'll send out that link afterwards. So the first thing we want to do, obviously, when we're setting up the store is, whatever landing page we're hitting, if it's Shopify.com or Shopify.in. When we set up, we're really looking for a 3-field signup. We want to make it as easy as possible for you to get up and running. So we're looking for an email, a password, and a shop name. When you log in for the first time, you're going to be dropped into what we refer to as the shop dashboard, the shop admin. And this is going to be the really control center for your business, where you're going to turn to every day to see how many visitors you have, to see how many sales you're generating, where those sales are coming from, and provide you with that information to run your business in an effective manner. So I'm just going to skip ahead here. So the first piece that we want to get to is creating a product. That's fundamentally the most important thing we do, and the easiest thing. Yes?
I'm so sorry, it's not visible.
That's a good point. Thank you for stopping me here. We'll see if we can get this fixed. If not, this video is available after. I hope that you guys can see as much as you can while we're here, but if not, I'll just run over some of it high level.
Brendan, while they're fixing the projector, why don't you try to walk them through kind of the basics of what the admin is all about?
Yeah, so I think, how many people here, I'm assuming most people here have set up a LinkedIn profile before. The idea of you're setting up a professional profile for yourself. And you'll notice when you go into LinkedIn, there's about 5, 6, 7 steps that they initiate you through in that setup process. We try to take the same approach, rather that gamification style approach to setting up an online store. And we appreciate there are about 5 or 6 fundamental or crucial steps that you need to take if you want to set up a successful online store. So while with Shopify, you can get to a point where you can go from step 1 to step 5 in about 15 minutes and start selling immediately. In LinkedIn, I think my profile is about 65%, and it's been that way for about 8 or 10 years. I don't know how to get to 100%. But the point with Shopify is that if you're starting, and Seth, looks like it's a projector issue, not the lights, but maybe we can just go along with this for now, and hopefully it gets better over time. But what we're starting with Shopify, that step 1 is products. And as we move through that process, as we move through that progress, we want to make sure that at the end of that step, that end of that 5 or 6 step tutorial, you're ready to go. So I'm just going to go back here and start with the first step, which is adding a product to your store. So Shopify makes it easy for you to create products and manage all of your products through our admin. It is a web-based application, so when you're signing up and going to this admin, or even through the mobile app, which we can talk about in a second, you'll have a very clean interface for creating products. When we're creating products, we're looking for fundamentally a couple of basics, very basic items to get started. A product title, a description, a photo, price, and vendors and materials. So like once you have those basics, and we'll use t-shirts as a really good example. So once you have those 5 or 6 pieces, you can set up that product and start selling it right away. But the nice thing about Shopify is we have a lot of additional capabilities which allow you to do things like inventory tracking. We allow you to add product variants. So if you're selling a t-shirt, obviously you're selling multiple variants of t-shirts. You're selling smalls, mediums, large, extra large, potentially in red, in blue, and green. And the point is we don't want to make it so that you have to sit in front of your computer for 15 minutes creating each one of those individual products. So there's a lot of smart technology when we're building Shopify to make it so that you can build out a product catalog very, very quickly. One of the other things I'll mention, as this is kind of just running through how you're adding a product, is that you can also add products using CSV imports. So if you do have a very large product category or product breadth, and you want to easily transfer those over, either from an existing e-commerce shop, or if you're looking to start from scratch, you can use a CSV file to do so. Additionally, if you are a developer or you have developer support, you can do it through our API. So this is just walking you through how you are setting up a t-shirt, exactly if you're using inventory or not. You can track that with Shopify, how to add images. We also use the concept of tags, and these are easily referenceable tags that you can use for products or for collections. So when your users are searching on your site, search functionality is automatically built in, and it's a smart search. It's not something that you have to build from scratch or create algorithms on your own. I'm going to jump through, and we can also jump into other aspects of this, such as collections and how you're storing products and how you're building nests within collections for certain products. But those are a little bit more advanced steps, and again, those aren't game breakers if we don't achieve those to setting our store up. So the second piece of that tutorial is really making our store look beautiful. And as Harley mentioned, we have 3 value propositions at Shopify. I'm going to share them with you right now. The first, and this has been the same from day one, the first thing with Shopify is that we believe it should be easy for anybody to use. If you have 15 minutes, and again, you know how to use email, you should successfully be able to open up an online store with Shopify. The second value proposition is that it should be beautiful. And I think that's something that we're gonna get into as we look at best practices of running an online store, is that there are a lot of sites and templates out there that are very cookie cutter-ish and that don't give you the ability as a small business or as an entrepreneur to really showcase yourself, to showcase your brand. And design's very important for us. First, it builds confidence for the actual entrepreneur. They can be proud about their site. They can send people there and feel as if this is something they want to own and don't just have to own. The second is that it also gives customers a level of trust. If the site looks beautiful, it looks well put together, it looks like a proper e-commerce store, they're not going to have that tendency to shy away from it because they're not sure if it's a scam or not. So this is just completing going through products. I'm going to skip ahead here and jump to adding a theme. So one of the things that made Shopify so successful from the beginning was that they had a very strong focus on design. Through design, we refer to our storefronts, our store templates, as themes. And we have a really great marketplace for themes. It's the theme store. So if you go to themes.shopify.com, you'll be able to browse through over 100 different variations of themes that we've created. And what makes Shopify so design focused, and one of the approaches that we took, was that we've contracted some of the top design firms in the world to build shop themes for Shopify. So instead of you as an entrepreneur having to learn CSS, having to learn HTML, having to spend a lot of money to have someone build this for you, you can go into the theme store and with one click, pick a theme that you feel reflects your brand properly, add it to your store, and customize it as you go. The idea is that if you pick a theme and apply it to your store, you should be ready to sell instantly. One of the great things we've also done is appreciate that mobile commerce is a very big and a very important aspect of our business. So all of our Shopify themes, I should say, are responsive and use responsive templating so that whether you're looking at it on a tablet or a smartphone or from a desktop, you should have a beautiful storefront. So this is just uploading a theme to your Shopify store, and you can have multiple themes and switch between them. If you feel that you want to mix up what you're saying or your message to your customers, and you have one that you want to use for a summer collection of clothing, but a different one for a winter collection, you can actually upload multiple themes and switch between them very easily. There's 2 components to themes, just really quickly. There's the theme settings, and then there's the theme editor. So if you are a developer yourself, you know HTML, you know CSS, you can actually access 100% of that code base from your Shopify theme at any time.